Yo, Shawn?
Good. What's up? I thought you were going to shake my hand.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, that's all right.
How's Cody doing?
Cody Waldrop, getting better. He's going to be out this week, but he'll probably be back next week.
Sport, I assume, will still keep starting to run.
Yes, he will.
And who will his backup be?
You got Brock Stanton, you got DJ Park. We'll go with those two.
How did Will do?
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Not bad. Yep. How about the O-line as a whole?
As a whole?
Yeah.
Probably got into a rhythm pretty good. Probably after the first 6 or 7 plays.
Yeah.
And they played about average.
Feel like you're making progress week by week compared to that first
Well,
week?
we lost the first ball game. We won, 3 straight, so I'd say we're progressing. I mean, it sure beats the heck out of losing. So, we got work to do, as every team does, and we'll continue to get better.
How about Alan Knott at practice? I know I was listening to the CBS broadcast, and Gary Dennison has praised Alan Knott on 3-4 occasions during the game.
Which game?
The Georgia game.
Okay.
So how has he made the progress becoming from a guy from redshirt to becoming a starter in the SEC?
Well, he's worked hard,
Yeah.
Probably the only thing that kept him out from being a starter early on was the knee injury over the summer that kept him out of 2-a-day practices. He's a very consistent snapper. I didn't think he played particularly well this past weekend. He got matched up a little bit where we didn't help him at times, which was probably a little bit of our fault and his fault. But he's done really well. He's still got a lot to learn. There's so much he's got to learn, but he's consistently snapping the football well, and he's doing okay.
You see a little bit of T.J. Johnson in him?
No, not really. I mean, he's much more athletic than T.J. Johnson was. He's got some different skill sets that he does. Snaps the ball extremely well. That's one thing. I mean, he throws it almost as well as Dylan does down the football field. So that's pleasing for us.
How difficult is it to get to that point where a guy can snap the ball with that much consistency with the big crispness? I mean, that takes a lot of practice.
It's tough. It's real tough. I mean, first of all, you got to get over the fear of having that guy right in front of you, and then it becomes second nature. But reps play a big role in that. You got to snap and snap and snap and snap, and you got to do it with people over you in preparation. Having nice sized hands and be able to throw the football back there helps a lot.
Is that why in the pregame warm-ups you have those pads you snap?
That is because you got to put a little fear into them. Know they got to get their hands up, snap it well, and protect themselves. Come off the football.
Is it just human nature though to be a shotgun center? You got the nose tackle right in your face, and the fear how to get a snap off and block the guy pretty much almost simultaneously. That's pretty much what it takes.
Simultaneously, but you got to understand that the snap is the most important thing.
Yeah.
That starts the thing, and then the next thing is get yourself in position to handle the defensive tackle or head up nose guard, whatever it is. But it's a tough scenario. I think anytime the nose is singled up, isolated over the center, it's one of the toughest things in football. To snap the football and be one-on-one on the island.
How are the so-called the big three, Robinson, Cannon, and Shell done this year? Obviously, they came in, they all had enormous expectations put on them. How they perform, how they handle the pressure?
Oh, I think for the most part, other than Brandon, probably the first game, I think they've all been really consistently good for us. No glaring mistakes. I think AJ's done really well. Corey, I don't know if Corey's given up the pressure this year. Neither has AJ, as a matter of fact. But they're all doing well. They're all solid. They all can do better, though. I all think they can do better. They think they can do better, and our staff expects them to continue to get better.
I don't think it's a coincidence that I would say the majority of your rushing attempts have been over the left side this year behind AJ. And
I don't know about that. I just depends on where the ball ends up, what hash, and what formation we call. But anytime you got experienced guys pushing the pile over there, and you had a little bit of injury over there with Cody Waldrop, and you got some different scenarios going on. You try to go with your more experienced group, and that side's got a lot of starts. So,
how is Missouri's defensive line different than last year?
Not much at all. Fast, electric, hard-hitting, relentless. I've seen them for 3 years now, and every year I watched them. I remember turning them on against Georgia 3 years ago, and I was like, golly, they're the hardest playing group in our conference. I feel like. I mean, they just. I don't know if they're overachievers. I don't think so, because they got great talent, but they can run to the football and they just pursue like crazy. You got to stay on blocks. You can't ever think that it's over because they keep fighting and coming.
one thing Coach Spurrier's preached this week is effort and sense of urgency. Will that be even more of a focus for your group this week? Not that they haven't shown it.
It's always a focus. I mean, just because he's brought that to our attention doesn't mean you're always focused on that. To be a good football team, you got to continually focus on that week in and week out.
But with the way Missouri plays, is it even a higher sense of urgency than usual, or no?
We know what we're up against. I mean, we got to go out and play really, really well. They've got some good players. They're extremely well coached, and we got a big task ahead of us. Yeah. Thank you all.